Kirk, sexual predator in a Starfleet uniform, has had many kisses. But sometimes his kisses are just really shitty. Okay, maybe you were alone for Valentine's Day, or maybe you just had a really shitty date, but you need to look on the bright side of life. You could have kissed Kirk and, besides gotten herpes, died, became insane, or just fucking punched out. So this video, I want to talk about 5 reasons you probably don't want Kirk to kiss you, besides the mouth herpes.
Number 1, he'll probably just let you die afterwards.
Kirk falls in love about as often as a social justice warrior gets offended. If you got offended by what I just said, you're proving my point. Stop it.
So it isn't surprising that Kirk chased a crazed Dr. McCoy, who became crazy after his hypo spray went off for like no fucking reason at all, and injected him with too much of the chemical. Crazy McCoy went through a portal, please just ignore the whys and hows, that led into Earth's past around World War II. When Kirk followed him, his pussy radar immediately went off, or pinged, or whatever radars do, and he found a social worker named Edith Keeler.
As is tradition, he falls in love with her, like deeply in love, or as deeply in love as a man-child can experience.
Kirk quickly learned that, oh darn, he's not going to have to stick around for the boring, non-sexy parts of a relationship, and that if she doesn't die, the Nazis would win World War II.
So Kirk, who is definitely madly in love with this woman and not bored of her now that he's fucked every one of her holes, allows her to get hit by a truck and just die in the street. So, I guess there wasn't really a clear objective to this video, was there? Don't let Kirk kiss you, because you might get hit by a truck and die. More common than what you'd think.
Number 2, you're probably gonna get murdered afterwards.
So there's no shortage of women that died shortly after coming into contact with Kirk, which I feel like right there should be a big warning sign to you, but I'm not gonna tell you how to live your fucking life. You fucking do you.
Dr. Roger Corby built an android named Andrea that of course Kirk got his filthy mittens all over. Dr. Corby, to prove the android had no emotion, had her kiss and then slap Kirk. Not sure what the fuck that actually proved, but any reason to get Shatner making out with some poorly paid actress with a cocaine habit, I guess. Of course, the two end up kissing again, and she begins to have feelings.
So I guess if you're an android and you want to experience true emotion, let Kirk put his tongue down your throat.
So her kiss with Kirk makes her realize that she loves Dr. Corby, who had made himself into an android. She admits this to him, but he is so distraught that she was gaining humanity while he lost his by becoming an android, that he just straight murders them both.
That's right, Kirk's mouth is so powerful, it will make even the most dead of us inside feel something. And then, of course, your android father will kill you. Also more common than what you'd think.
Number 3, you'll end up insane. Kirk used a woman, Lenore, to try to figure out her father's identity, as he was suspected to be a criminal called Kodos, the Executioner. So he seduced this poor woman, but she had to try to kill him for suspecting her father's identity. After all, she loved her father. In the end, her attack failed, she accidentally killed her father, and just went completely batshit crazy.
There's really not much else to add to that, so I guess avoid letting Kirk kiss you if your father's a murderer or serial killer.
Number 4, he might punch you afterwards.
Sometimes, most of the time, Kirk has to kiss and run.
Such as when he made out with a woman that lived on a planet where she was a thrall and forced to fight. Afterwards, he said, "Hey, learn and watch the lights in the sky, but I gotta go." Oh, and then he punched her.
So I guess don't kiss Kirk because he might knock you the fuck out afterwards.
Finally, number 5, he could be an evil clone.
We've all been there, minding our own business, an accident happens, we're an evil clone, and all of a sudden we're just fucking raping people. For no reason at all.
And also, definitely the reason there may be videos on the internet of me doing certain things. But in Kirk's case, a transporter accident caused a savage duplicate of Kirk who forced himself on Rand.
Now see, was your date that bad? You weren't murdered, you weren't hit by a truck, you weren't knocked the fuck out, and you didn't go insane. Shame about the herpes, though.
Hey, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and tell me about your worst kiss. I'm sure it's not as bad as any of these. Hopefully.